Hello everybody, this is your main man Keith here from Keith Plays Pierce 4927. Happy Saturday evening to all my awesome viewers on this awesome channel. Today in this matchup, the all-time Boston Celtics will be traveling to the 213 and the 310 in Los Angeles, California to battle off against the Los Angeles Lakers for this in the Staples Center. I chose this matchup because I just wanted to do an episode. I'm going to do this 4 times this season. So 2 episodes will be in LA and 2 episodes will be in Boston per season. So there'll be 4 per season because this is one of the NBA's two most storied NBA franchises, the Boston Celtics and the LA Lakers, which they both have 17 NBA titles, which really is interesting in my opinion. So anyway, for the Boston Celtics starting five, they got Bob Cousy, John Havlicek, Paul Pierce, Larry Bird, and Bill Russell. For the Los Angeles Lakers, they got Magic Johnson, Jerry West, Kobe Bryant, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, which his birthday was yesterday in case if you're wondering, and Shaquille O'Neal. So without further ado, we'll see you at tip-off. Alright, now it is tip-off time here in Los Angeles, California. And it looks like Bill Russell won the tip-off in the Celtics. So Shaq O'Neal makes the steal, and Shaq O'Neal, he's going to make the first 2 points. He's going to make it drive it in. So it's now 2-0. LA Lakers lead. So Bob Cousy has possession of the basketball. He passes it to John Havlicek, and he gets the first 2 points of the game for the Boston Celtics. So I'm going to pass this to Kobe Bryant, whose birthday is on August 23rd, drafted straight out of high school from Lower Merion in suburban Philadelphia, PA in 1996. So John Havlicek, he has possession of the ball. He's going to pass it to Larry Bird, and he attempts the three, but that's going to be no good. So he's going to pass it to Shaq, and Shaq's going to make 2 points in the paint. So it's now 7-2 for the LA Lakers. So Larry Bird, he's going to pass it to Bob Cousy, and Bob Cousy, he loses the basketball, but Bird picks it up for the Celtics, and Larry Bird, he just makes 2 points in for the Boston Celtics. So Jerry West, I'm going to pass it to Shaq O'Neal. And Shaq, he makes 2 points in, but Bill Russell, who won 12 NBA titles with the Celtics, makes the foul. So Shaq makes his extra point count from his field trip to the free throw line. And Bob Cousy gets fouled, so it is on Magic Johnson who got the foul. So Bill Russell, he's going to pass it to Bob Cousy, and Shaq, he'd lost the ball there for a moment, but that was a block, so it is out of bounds. So the Boston Celtics do have possession of the basketball. So look at that cool block there by Magic. So I know they played 25 years apart, but Bill Russell, this is still the all-time teams. This is where all the greats from all 30 NBA teams come together and join as a mega super team. But Bob Cousy gets a foul, so Magic Johnson goes to the free throw line, and a point attempt 1 is counted for, so he does make it in. Will attempt to be worth it as well? The answer is going to be yes. So John Havlicek passes it to Rajon Rondo, who is, I believe, one of 2 NBA players in NBA history to have won an NBA title with both the Celtics and the Lakers. So he won an NBA title with the Boston Celtics in 2008 with Paul Pierce, Kevin Garnett, and Ray Allen. And he also won just this past year when he played for the Los Angeles Lakers with LeBron James and Anthony Davis. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar makes the three-pointer, and Rondo is now with the LA Clippers from what I know of. And they traded Lou Will, who was also a high school draftee rather. Meant to say draftee, but But Kobe, he's going to shoot that in from 3 points, and it's now going to be 18-8. So the Celtics are trailing by 10. So Larry Bird has possession of the basketball, and he's going to pass it to Rajon Rondo, but there is a foul. It's on Magic Johnson. So Rondo gets a field trip to the free throw line, and possibly he'll get an extra point for the Celtics, and he does. And I'm going to pass it to LeBron James, the Akron, Ohio native, and he's going to shoot it in from long range three, and it's not going to be good. So it's 21-11. The Lakers are leading by 10 at the Staples Center. So Sam Jones, he makes that in for 2 points. And Elgin Baylor passes it to LeBron James. So LeBron, he's going to go up. And there is a foul there. It is on Boston. So LeBron James, the Akron, Ohio native who went to St. Vincent St. Mary High School, goes to the free throw line. He makes his first attempt, but will he make the second one? And the answer will be yes. So we'll see you guys in the second quarter. All right, now it's 23-13. The Lakers are leading by 10 points. In the second quarter, LeBron James, he makes the first dunk of the game for the LA Lakers, number 23. He goes up and makes that 2-point dunk count. So JoJo White has possession of the basketball. LeBron James gets a reach-in foul, and the Celtics now have possession. They're going to pass it to Jones there. They're going to pass it to JoJo White, and JoJo White, he makes that in. So it's now 25-15. So I'm going to pass it to Kobe Bryant, and he's going to step back and shoot this in from long range three, and it's going to be good. So JoJo White has possession of the basketball. He passes it to, I think, Sam Jones, from what I know, KC Jones. And Wilt Chamberlain, he's going to pass it to LeBron James, and he makes his second dunk of the game. So, yeah, it's 30-17. The Lakers are leading by 13 points in this game. So LeBron James, he makes another dunk for the Los Angeles Lakers, who led them into the 2020 finals with Anthony Davis, which he should be on the all-time Lakers right now. I mean, maybe in the next 2K they'll add Anthony Davis, which would be awesome, because I like Anthony Davis. He's one of my favorite NBA players. Elgin Baylor, he shoots that in from three, and it's now 35-20. The Celtics do take a timeout. All right, now it's 35-23. Paul Pierce just shot it in for three, so now Pau Gasol, he's going to shoot this in from mid-range. The older brother of Marc Gasol, who now plays with the LA Lakers. And Pau Gasol actually this season decided to play overseas in his native country of Spain for, I think, FC Barcelona, from what I know of. So Gasol, he's going to step back, make that nice spin move, and he makes it in for 3 points. So it's now 40-25. So 7 for 7 at 3-point goals for LA. Boston whatsoever had is 2 for 3. So Bob Cousy, he's going to attempt that three, but he doesn't actually make it in. So LeBron James, he's going to do that step back, and he's going to do a crossover, and he actually gets this in for 2 points. So it's now 42-25. So the Lakers are on fire so far. So LeBron James, he's going to go up, and he makes it in. So it's now 44-25. I mean, I wish LeBron James was on the starting five. I mean, I'm thankful enough that he's on the all-time Lakers, because he just signed with them in 2018. So it's been about 2 years. So many of these all-time players, they have spent with the team for at least 1 year. So it's now 48-27. Bob Cousy, he loses a basketball, and the Celtics have possession of it with only 5.7 seconds to go. And we'll see you guys in the second half. All right, now it's 47-30 here in Los Angeles, California. So Magic Johnson, he passes it to Elgin Baylor, and Elgin Baylor, he's going to go for mid-range, and he's going to make that in for 2 points. So he has 5 points in this game, Baylor, and he's only 2 for 2. So Baylor, he makes the steal, and he's going to shoot it in from 3 points, and that's going to count for the Lakers. So it's now 52-30, and they're leading by 22 points. So that's really good. I mean, they might have to start the season off 2-0 because they did beat the OKC Thunder in the first episode. If you guys watched that episode, we won, I think, 116-40. And if you guys haven't watched it, I'll have the link to the video if you guys want to check that episode out. So Elgin Baylor, he has possession of the basketball, and he's going to make it in, and it's now 54-32. So we're 95% in field goal. It's 20 for 21, 14 out of 19 for Boston. That's a 74, so I'd give them a D, coming to think of it. So now we got Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, who went to UCLA, and Abdul-Jabbar makes a dunk using his right hand. So he goes up, he makes his signature jump, and he makes it in. So he's only about 7'2", I'd say. He's a foot taller than Shaq, an inch taller than Shaq, but look at that. He made it in. Bob Cousy. So we had 22 points in the paint. Boston had 18. So most of these points that at least less than a half of our points were in the paint. So Kareem Abdul-Jabbar makes a free throw attempt. So Paul Pierce, who led the Celtics to a 66-16 record in the 07-08 season, and Paul Pierce, he just makes that in. So it's now 59-34 here in Los Angeles. So I'm going to pass it to Magic Johnson, and he's going to shoot that in for 3, and it's going to count. So it's now 62-34. All right, now it's 62-34 here in Los Angeles, California. LeBron James, the Akron, Ohio native, claims his 4th dunk of the game. So he just runs up in the paint there, and he does his signature move. So JoJo White, he's going to pass it to Ray Allen. And it looks like Ray Allen, there was no defenders. He actually misses it. And Kobe Bryant, he's going to go up and make a dunk for the Lakers. So it's now 66-34 here in LA. So JoJo White has possession of the basketball. And he's going to pass it to Paul Pierce, and he shoots that in from 3. And it's now going to be 36-66. So LeBron James, he's going to step back and shoot that in for 3. So it's now 69-36. So JoJo White has possession of the basketball, and he loses it. Shaquille O'Neal, he's going to go up, and he's going to make that in for the Lakers. So it's now 71-36. We'll see you guys in the 4th quarter. Alright, your State Farm assist of the game is coming right up. And Jerry West passed the ball to Shaquille O'Neal. So Jerry West, he has a few assists in this game. So that's a big surprise there for the Los Angeles Lakers. So Kevin Garnett passes it to Rajon Rondo. And Gail Goodrich, the Los Angeles, California native, makes the foul. And the Celtics still do have the possession. They pass it to Kevin Garnett, who also was a high school draftee. And he went to a Chicago high school, but I think it's Farragut Academy, if I'm not mistaken. But I'm going to pass it to LeBron James, Gail Goodrich, and now LeBron, he's going to go up, and he's going to make that dunk splash all over the Boston Celtics. So the Lakers have done really well in these gold uniforms, I'd have to say. I mean, last episode they wore white against the OKC Thunder. So if I ever do home games with the LA Lakers, I'd make them wear white at home when they play against the OKC Thunder. the Utah Jazz, Cleveland Cavaliers, the Atlanta Hawks. Well, I might not do them in LA, but who knows? I might make the Lakers wear white at home. Maybe against the Brooklyn Nets. And Wilt Chamberlain makes that steal and he goes up, and that's going to count. So it's now 80-38. So Boston has 14 turnovers, and we have 24 points converted in those turnovers. So Rondo, he passes it to Garnett, and there is a foul there on Jamal Wilkes. So Robert Parrish, he's going to pass this to Ray Allen, and Ray Allen misses it. And I'm going to pass this to Wilt Chamberlain, who still has the record of 100 points in a single NBA game. So that's really crazy right there. So Kevin McHale, he's going to pass it to Rajon Rondo. And McHale, he dunks that in. And it's now 83-40. So I'm going to pass this to James Worthy. I'm going to pass it to Jamal Wilkes. And then I might use some Chamberlain, and he makes that in. So we're gonna do some roster substitutions. All right, now your player of the game is LeBron James of the LA Lakers. So I'll explain about the numbers more in a minute, but we only got 50.2 seconds left in this basketball game. So Pau Gasol, he's gonna step back, shoot this in from three. It's at least 30 feet or so. So it's now 90-48. So Rajon Rondo has possession of the basketball, and he's going to pass it to Robert Parrish. So LeBron James, he makes the steal. And I'm going to pass it to Kobe Bryant, and he's going to step back and shoot it from behind the arc. And it's now 93-46. So Rondo loses the basketball there, and Kobe makes that dunk for the LA Lakers. And he passes it to Rondo. And Bryant, he makes another dunk. So that's going to be a foul on Rondo. And he gets a field trip at the free throw line. And Kobe makes that in. So there's only 17.1 seconds to go. I think Sam Jones has possession of the basketball. And he's going to go up. And he's going to miss that shot. So we got LeBron James. I'm going to pass it to Pau Gasol, and he's going to make that in from 2, and it's going to be 100 points. So the LA Lakers score a triple point. So they score the big 1-0-0, and they win 146, their final score from the Staples Center. All I want to say is thanks for watching, everybody. I hope you guys really enjoyed this video. Please stay tuned for more content, and we'll see you at stats. So LeBron James, 25 points, 2 rebounds, 2 assists, 3 steals on the day, and 5 dunks. Player of the game, by the way. Kobe Bryant, 19 points, 1 rebound, 1 assist, 2 steals. He was perfect, 7 for 7, 4 for 4, and 1 for 1 from the free throw line. And he had 3 points. Wilt Chamberlain had 14 points for the LA Lakers, 2 assists, and 4 steals with 1 dunk on the day. Elgin Baylor, he had 10 points, 1 rebound, 1 steal on the day. Pau Gasol had 10 points, so he's tied for 4th place with Elgin Baylor. Shaquille O'Neal had 9 points and 2 steals. So Larry Bird, he had 9 points, 1 assist on the day, and a dunk. So Sam Jones, he had 9 points, 1 rebound, 2 assists on the day. Rajon Rondo, he had 9 points in all with 2 assists on the day. Paul Pierce, he had 7 points in all. And that wraps it up, everybody. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please stay tuned, and we'll show you the next episode. So in the next episode, the Minnesota Timberwolves will be traveling to the rapper Drake's hometown of Toronto, Ontario, Canada, home of the CN Tower, to battle off against the Toronto Raptors at the Scotiabank Arena. That wraps it up, everybody, and we'll see you guys tomorrow.